Hey, what's good, family? This is Ryan Jackson for Ryan Jackson LLC. Hope you guys are having a blessed and wonderful day. Um, Day is Thursday. We're almost one more day, and we'll be at the weekend or toward at the end of the week, and looking forward to the weekend. But again, I hope you all had a blessed and wonderful day. And the likelihood that you feel that you haven't, but always know that you did because you did wake up this morning. But if things are not going your way, or if you're having a bad day, always know this: tough times don't last. Tough people do. Keep your hope and trust and faith in Allah God, and He will see you through. I could definitely bear witness to that. Get into the topic for this video. So early this morning, Orenthal James Simpson, better known as O.J. Simpson, passed away at the age of 76 years old. This is according to his family. TMZ, what so have you, reported it. A lot of outlets reported it, but TMZ was one of many that reported it. Um, Passed away at age 76. It had been reported that he had been battling cancer for quite some time, but like I brother of mine said on social media that he saw OJ Simpson on the Cam and May show a couple of months back, and he looked like he was in good health. So I don't know, take it for what it's worth about this whole thing with cancer. If I'm not mistaken, I think OJ did get the shot. If I'm not mistaken, but you know how it is with these vaccines with that particular one. So we don't know if that was the cause of death, but they're reporting that he had been battling cancer for quite some time. Again, I saw a few people say that they didn't. He didn't look like he was in poor health, but it is what it is. Take that. You know, it is what it is at this point. But I'm sure her autopsy will come out and there will be a cause of death. Within the next couple of weeks or so. But in any event, OJ was born across the bridge from me out here in San Francisco. He grew up in obscurity and poverty, grew up without his father, was raised by his mother. I think he played high school football at Galileo High School. I'm not sure. Please correct me if I'm wrong on that. Anyone listen to this, um, put that in the chat. What high school he played football at? I think it was Galileo High School. I believe it was. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please put it in the chat. Hey, brother, peace. How you doing? Peace, brother. Good for you to drop in. Thank you. I appreciate you. But he played his college football at USC. Won the Heisman. Won the Heisman there. He went on to get drafted by the Buffalo Bills in 1969. He spent 11 years in Buffalo. In 1973, he broke the rushing record, Jim Brown's rushing record, with 2,003 yards in the 1973 season. He finished out the last 2 years of his career in San Francisco, his hometown. You know, uh, I wasn't, I was a baby when OJ played, so I didn't get to witness his greatness, but on the football field. But I've heard stories from my older brothers. I heard stories from my dad. Um, just a phenomenal football player, and I have watched his highlights. But he just never won a Super Bowl. But he was elected to the Hall of Fame, so he deserved it. It was well deserved. He went on to do Hertz commercials. I know when we were kids, we saw him running through the airport, jumping over seats, trying to catch his plane. Made Hertz thousands of millions of dollars by doing that. He went on to have a movie career, acting career. He starred in what's that movie he was in where they hijacked the bus? Oh, I can't think of the name of that movie. Oh my god. Real good movie. Came out in the 80s. Um Went on to do the Naked Gun movies. One, two, and three. He played Nuremberg. Very funny in the Naked Gun movies. He was even a commentator on NBC Sports. When NFL used to come on NBC, the Sunday evening games. This was back when back in the late 80s, early 90s. I believe it was Dick Enberg and OJ. They used to commentate the football games. He worked for NBC Sports. As a matter of fact, I think when he what got into that little snafu, I shouldn't say little snafu, but got into that incident with the infamous murder of his wife, he was working for NBC Sports then. And I'm gonna make a segue into that because he had a small part in Roots, the television, the movie. Okay, I thought he did. Yeah, he was in the movie Roots. There's a lot of people in that movie, but he was one of many in that movie. Bear with me, my dog is barking. I don't know what's going on with him. I think he hears somebody at the door. But he went good until now until I get into my video and start barking. But that's what dogs do. But in any event, yeah, he had a small part in Roots. And 1994 is when everything changed for OJ. So OJ's wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her lover, Ron Goldman, were found murdered in 1994. Lord Jamar's dog does the same thing. Hey, I'm glad I'm in great company because I love Lord Jamar. That's my man. But anyway, yeah, OJ, his estranged wife or his wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her lover, Ron Goldman, were found murdered in Brentwood, California in 1994. OJ was on an airplane to Chicago for an engagement, and he was, informed that of his wife's murder and that of her lover, and he had to fly back to LA. Flew back to LA. That's when we know the infamous Bronco scene was on the what's that? Not the I almost said the I-4, not I-4. I don't know why I'm thinking I-4. But the infamous Bronco scene with his boy Al Collins driving, OJ was in the back, and the LAPD, the LA Sheriff's Office was all following him on the 405. Yep, the 405. And you saw people on the overpass with signs saying "Free OJ, Go Juice." Interstate 5. Thank you, brother. Interstate 5. Free OJ. And it was funny because I was 18 years old in '94. I know I'm dating myself. I was 18 years old, and my I was at work, and we were watching the because yeah, I was at a restaurant and we had the radio on and we were listening to the NBA finals, Houston and the Knicks. And they interrupted it and they said OJ was being pursued by the police. And we're like, Juice? That was his nickname when he played Juice. Like, Juice was being pursued by the cops for he was a suspect in the murder of his wife and her boyfriend, her lover. Like, really? And so the Bronco, we saw it on the news. It was on CNN, NBC, ABC, CBS. And this was before social media. Could you imagine if that happened now, 30 years later, now? Social media would have blown up. But this was before social media. This was in '94. So it interrupted the NBA finals between Houston and the Knicks. Houston went on to win the finals, of course, but everybody was focusing on OJ. OJ hired Johnny Cochran, famous, the late, great Johnny Cochran. May Allah be pleased with him. Great criminal attorney, and to defend him. But the LAPD bungled the case. They tampered with the evidence, and it came out up with what's the guy's name? Mark Furman. I think it was LAPD lead detective, Mark Furman, bungled him and his officers bungled the evidence. They tampered with the evidence. Come to find out that Mark Furman was a Nazi loving SOB. Mark Furman, years later, would surface on Fox News as a legal analyst. I'm not making this up. I saw him on there as a legal analyst. Yup, that Mark Furman. I think he retired from the LAPD, but nevertheless, they pursued the case against OJ. He was found not guilty. If it don't fit, you must acquit. The famous Johnny Cochran, late great Johnny Cochran. May Allah be pleased with them. But white America was hot. They were mad. He was acquitted a year later in September 1995. I remember that. I was in Dallas. White people were mad, and Black America was happy. We were happy that OJ was found not guilty by Judge, what's his name? Hito, Judge Hito. Christopher Darden and Marcia Clark, they were the prosecution, and Johnny Cochran, um, Robert Kardashian, who is the father of Kim, Chloe, those Kardashians. Who was it? F. Lee Bailey. Um, who was the Robert Shapiro, another attorney that was on that case. He had a great defense team. Had a great defense team, and they got him off. Do I think OJ murdered his wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her lover, her boy toy, Ron Goldman? No. No, I don't think he murdered them. No, I do not. Do I think he played a part in the murder, like a murder for hire? Yes, I do. And I said that 30 years ago to my parents. I said, there's no way OJ could have killed these two people, changed clothes, hopped on a plane to Chicago within 25 minutes. It's no way. The man was 47 years old. Ron Goldman was 26, 27. Ron Goldman was in good shape. The dude was 6'2", 230. Man was in great shape. He would have handled OJ. 20 years younger, he would have gave OJ a run for his money as far as fighting. It is no way that a 47-year-old man with arthritis could have killed two people without that 6'2", 230-pound younger man defending this white woman against this Negra. And then he killing both of them with no scratches and then hopping on the plane to Chicago within 25 minutes. It's no way. But people wanted to find OJ guilty, even some black people. Even some black people. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it was. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button. And then hit that subscribe button so you get notifications on new videos on here. But hit that thumbs up button. Lost my train of thought for a second there. But yeah, so OJ gets off September 95. The Goldmans and the Brown family file a civil suit against OJ. OJ write a book a few years later. If I done it, this is how I would have done it, or some dumb crap like that. If I would have done it, this is how I would have did it. Something. It was a book similar to that, or something to that. Well, I guess the proceeds from that book went to the Brown family and to the Goldman family. But guess what? They couldn't touch OJ's retirement from the NFL. They could not touch it. So meanwhile, OJ was still getting paid by the league. Yup, his retirement. Fast forward years later, OJ, think 2008, 2009 timeframe, OJ gets arrested for trying to get his memorabilia back in Las Vegas. You know, his hell, all his football, all his stuff from his career. He gets a group of guys and he try to get his memorabilia back. gets thrown in jail for what was it, 7 years, 8 years, or something like that. It was for quite a while, but it was his items. But and like I said back then, I think that was a setup. OJ was set up. As a matter of fact, one of his so-called friends turned testified against him. So testified against him. This man trying to get his memorabilia back, and he gets thrown in prison. He gets out, and for the most part, well, he did. He lived a quiet, clean life. Was playing golf. I think he had a podcast. Yeah, OJ had a podcast. I forgot who it was, but he was talking about sports and different things, and he just kind of, didn't make any waves. He lived his life until he just passed away on yesterday. My condolences to his children. Um, y'all are in my thoughts and you're in my prayers. And again, you have my deepest condolences. My condolences to those who played with him, his teammates. If some of them are still around, you have my condolences as well. His surviving family members, my condolences. I think his siblings are still around. I believe they are. I know his mom passed away some time ago. She passed away years ago. But for his surviving family members, my heartfelt condolences, and y'all are in my prayers on the loss of OJ. But hey, brother, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing real good. How are you? How's it going? But yeah, so OJ, he's passed on. And like I said on social media, I'm sure white America is jumping for joy right now. I'm sure they are happy, happy as all get out. This nigger's gone. This nigger is gone. He killed those people. This Negro is gone. This nigger is gone. And they high fiving each other. Yay, yay. This nigger is gone. Yes, justice. Yes. Really? Oh, I saw a tweet from Caitlyn Jenner. Yes, Bruce Jenner. So this she-male, yes, that's right, male woman, man woman, she-male, said that good riddance regarding OJ's death. This she-male had the gall to say that. Good riddance. But Bruce Jenner, aka Caitlyn Jenner, she-male, she-man, male, female, man, woman, whatever the hell, can't talk because years ago it killed somebody in a DUI, killed somebody with its car. I'm gonna call it it. It killed somebody with its car. DUI, driving under the influence. Caitlyn Jenner, yeah, that's right, aka Bruce Jenner, had the gall to say good riddance. That's she-male. White supremacy, boy. One less N-word to worry about. Yup, that's how they feel. And I'm sure they high-fiving each other. Yes, yes, yes. They're happy. Hey, thanks, brother. Eid Kareem. Thank you. So they're jumping for joy. Mark Lamont Hill said that OJ shouldn't be celebrated. He said he shouldn't be celebrated as a martyr because he was an abuser. Yeah, and it was known that he did physically abuse his wife because the LAPD had been called to their residences on numerous occasions. They had the audio of that. Um, but okay, Bill Clinton cheated on Hillary Clinton. We don't know if he beat her or not, but I'm sure when Bill Clinton makes that transition, I'm sure Negroes would be all in their feelings. They loved us Bill Clinton, and as far as I'm concerned, he was worse than OJ. He built prisons to send black people, and he cheated on his wife. So he just a horrible person in my eyes. Now I will say this about OJ. OJ did turn his back on the black community because he said, "I'm not black, I'm OJ." So he did turn his back on us. He divorced his beautiful black wife, cheated on his beautiful black wife to marry that whore, that money hungry whore, Nicole Brown. I believe when they started dating, OJ was 31 and she was 17. Why is a 17-year-old girl dating a grown married man with kids? The family saw nothing but dollar signs. They loved OJ up until she got murdered because OJ was their gravy train. That's right, I said it. OJ was their gravy train. They didn't have no money. OJ had the money. Yup, I heard that too. That Juice was piping down Robert Kardashian's wife. Rumor has it that Khloe Kardashian is OJ's daughter. They said, look at her head and his head. Maybe something to that. But again, the Brown family, they didn't have no money. OJ was their gravy train. He was their gravy train, and everything was good up until 1994 and June 1994. Everything was good. The money was rolling in. OJ was their gravy train because, like I said, he was dating a young drug addicted whore. Nicole Brown was a drug addict. She cheated on OJ. That whole marriage was toxic. But the media wanted to paint her as a beautiful blonde, innocent, so beautiful. She was a drug addict. She was a whore. I don't like to say bad things about people who are passed on, but we gotta keep it. We gotta keep it 1,000, y'all. We gotta keep it 1,000. She was not some wholesome, innocent, uh, damsel. Let's just stop it. Let's just stop it with the nonsense. But again, Johnny Cochran in his brilliance. If it don't fit, you must have quit. And it didn't fit, and they did acquit because he didn't do that shit. I don't know if y'all heard me. My dog was barking again. I'm gonna say it again. If it don't fit, you must have quit because he didn't do that shit. So, you know, rest on OJ, rest in peace, Juice. You don't have to worry about white America effing with you again. And they happy. I'm sure if you're at your office or if you were at your office at work when the news broke of OJ passing, I'm sure white people had a grin from ear to ear. I'm sure they did. I'm sure they were high fiving and skipping. Yeah, high five. Lunch is on me. I'm sure they were just happy as all get out. I'm sure. Because it's one dead nigger that we have to worry about. And as far as in their eyes, justice has been served because OJ is gone now. That's probably how they feel. I'm sure that's the way they feel about it. One dead Negro's gone. Justice has been served. Yay! High five. He did it. Justice has been served. Johnny Cochran's gone. He can't defend him anymore. And now OJ's gone. Yes. Take that, juice. Where's the juice now? I could just hear him now in the office. So beware. And then tomorrow's Friday too. They may call off work. They may go out today for happy hour and get drunk. OJ dead party. I hate to say sound callous like that, but white America is callous. They're very callous. They've been callous for centuries. They're probably having at the happy hour now. They'll probably go to happy hour, take off work early to go celebrate OJ being dead, and then have start their happy hour early and then call off work tomorrow. And then it's the weekend too. They'll probably throw parties, eat their little finger sandwiches, have their quiche. We're throwing an OJ is dead party. Take that, Negro America. You rubbed it in our faces in 1995. Now, 29 years later, in 2024, we're gonna rub it in your face. He's gone. Crazy. This is the world we live in. Hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down. Hit the subscribe button so you get notifications on the new videos on here. But OJ's gone. Again, my condolences to his children, his surviving family members, his teammates on the Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco 49ers, those who are still around, and just the NFL community. He was a great, great talent. And he's gone now. So may he rest in peace. Again, like I said, OJ did turn his back on the black community because, like he said, I'm not black, I'm OJ. He didn't do anything for the black community. He wanted to be with white America. Those were his people. Those were his that was his those were his community. That was his tribe, the white community. That was their that was his people. And look how they did him. When two white people, Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman, turned up dead, they vilified this man like you would never believe. He was public enemy number one. He was persona non grata within the white community. He didn't do no more movies, no more TV shows, no more commercials. That was a done deal. Kind of like how they did Bill Cosby, except Bill Cosby didn't wasn't accused of murder. He just wanted to buy NBC. And he was a powerful black man. But that's OJ found he white people showed their true colors to OJ, and then he wanted to come back to us. Kind of like Candace Owens is doing now. But you know what? The man is gone. And it would not surprise me if the Goldman and Brown family go after his estate. It would not surprise me if they try to go after his estate to pay for the to just recoup the money from their loved one's murder. And that's what I'm saying. Ron Goldman was a bodybuilder. The dude was 6'2", 230. And was tall. He would have beat OJ up. That young white boy would have beat OJ up. And there's no way he would got away with killing two people. Because that white boy would have jumped on OJ when he would have tried to kill his wife. He did not do that. There's no way he could have killed two people in dress shoes of all things at night and get away with that and be on the plane to Chicago in 25 minutes. It wouldn't happen. It did not happen. So, whatever. But I'm going to hop off of here. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day. Y'all take care. Please share this video. Share it, share it, share it. Let's start the conversation. Drop your comments below. Let me know what you think. Um, Please support my podcast and my YouTube channel. Brother needs your love and support. So please, please continue to support your brother. Please, please continue to support me. So the next time, y'all be safe, brothers as well as sisters. Beware and be aware. The devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy now more than ever before. So please be safe. Beware and be aware. So next time, I love y'all. And oh, I must say this. Let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. But in our disagreement, use logic and facts. Well, logic and respect, common sense. Don't use emotion in your disagreements. In your disagreements, let's use logic and facts, or and respect, but not emotion and disrespect. That's all I ask. So next time, y'all take care. Have a blessed, wonderful day. I love y'all. I'm out. Assalamu alaikum.